everybody.
Hey, hope everyone's doing alright today. We're going to build an American flag table in today's video, so please check it out. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is I've got my boards laid out and I got them numbered how I want to lay them out. So the next thing I'm going to do is I've built a tapering jig and we're going to joint the edges so they'll fit together.
Glue it up.
We joining it in that right, Corduroy?
Yep.
You're gonna help?
Yep.
All right, let's do it. Okay, that's got her glued up. We're gonna let it set overnight before we take the clamps off. But I think we're good. Now that we've let it set up, we're gonna take off the clamps and then do some sanding on it. Before we sand up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim off the edges of it to make sure the board is even on each side. And also, if you're wondering about the white paper, bar clamps can stain the wood. So my friend Frank, he gave me some advice and told me to put something in between the clamps and the wood to keep it from staining. So thank you, Frank. It worked perfect. So now I'm gonna clean up the edges. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start out with 80 grit sandpaper and then go to 120. So here we go. I'm going to stop it here because it's pretty much just the same thing. I just go over the whole board and then I do it again with 120, flip it over on the back side and do exactly the same thing. Okay, now that it's sanded, I'm going to take my measurements. And then I'm going to go inside and look up an online flag calculator. And then I'm going to base my flag on the size of the board. Okay, so I looked it up on my phone, American flag calculator, and I put in my dimensions and it'll tell me exactly the spacing that I need for it, for all of it. And now I'm going to create the document in Photoshop. Okay, I got my proportions right in Photoshop, and I'm going to send the document to FedEx Kinko's to print. Alright, let's go pick up that printout. Okay, so we printed out on this big printer at FedEx Kinko's. It's the architectural printer.
I want to be insane.
No corduroy.
Cool.
Okay, so we got it all printed out so we can trace it with carbon paper. Didn't do it in color because I don't need it in color, just to trace it to transfer the image onto wood. So we got it laid out, getting ready to put it on. We're going to put carbon paper underneath it and we're going to trace it. So, put the carbon paper on it. Here we go. Okay, so I'm getting ready to start carving the stars. I'm going to start out with this tiny CNC milling bit. I've got an adapter to go in the collet. I'll do this for the outlines. Then I have a thicker bit, CNC milling bit, that I'm going to do to take out the material in the middle. So, let's go. Okay, I'm going to stop the video there because it's running long, and so I'll do this in several parts. Thanks for checking out today's video. If you enjoyed it, please give me a like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you in part 2.